Less money, less options, lot of rules. So when that first deal came, it was opportune. And shorty got potential, I scout that. She say she in love, but I doubt that. Maybe it's the clout. I get love in the north, I get love in the south, yeah. Shorty claims she a feminist, and her feminine. Girl, you know that he average. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. Goes underneath for Bell. And now running right through it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now a 2nd down throw for Kaiser. Buying time to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, Kaiser. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
Kaiser on first down. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll throw again. Kaiser. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Flushed out right. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And it's 2nd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. To the air again, Kaiser. Steps away to his left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And that makes the score 7-0. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, it's Drake. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Here we go now. Blue 90, blue 90. Detroit, Detroit.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 3rd and short, Drake. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
And now with the play clock winding down, Adam Gase says, let's take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 319, 319.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Green 39, green 39.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Come on, let's go. Red 38, red 38.
Here's the backup, Jacoby Brissett. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. The New York. Set to take the field. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking deep downfield. This is caught at the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 75 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Deshaun Kaiser, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Well, that was a quick hitter drive. They have the huge play to get them down near the goal line, and then they run it in. I don't know that the defense ever had a chance to catch their breath.
A lot of the time now when we see people hit big plays, and each team defines a big play their own way, 10, 15-yard gains. In this case, it was a huge gain. They often want to hurry up and go right away. Keep the momentum going, hit them again, and I think we just saw that there. The second play resulted in pay dirt.
And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see. They go play action here on first down. Steps away. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there and gets the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
On second down, Brissett again. And he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
On third down, Brissett. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. What? 90. What? 90.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run. And just lost track, and it cost him.
From the gun, here's Brissett. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
A second down throw for Brissett. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. It's 3rd and long for Brissett. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. It's a big run that time by Bell. 46 yards on the ground. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Flex round! Flex round!
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Flex round! Flex round!
Kaiser now on second down. Forced out to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. The Jets on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time they face a 3rd and 2. On play action, Kaiser. And this is caught at the 8. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll pitch it out to Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off the squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Cat and 0 out now as he'll kick this one away. Returnable here for Davis. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They'll start the drive with Drake. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On the give, this is Drake. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. So we've reached halftime. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Returnable here for Davis. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. The Raiders are out to an early lead. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. They go play action with Brissett. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Marcus May with a pick. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Following the interception, Kaiser sheds off the tackle. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 24 yards. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I enjoyed watching Robert Quinn in pregame warmups with you down on the field. Did it surprise you how tall and angular?
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Catanzaro now for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. Returnable here for Davis. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Darren Lee coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Now Brissett. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A give to Bell. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Play action now. Kaiser. Got his man, Riley Anderson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. The give is to Bell. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him 3 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And this Jet offense starting to run away with this one. Point after now from Catanzaro. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. Returnable here for Davis. going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And out come the Dolphins now.
These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Off the play fake, here's Brissett. They'll roll him out right. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. He got 29 yards that time. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Let's go. What? 90.
Play fake, Brissett. Oh, battle for it here, and this will be caught. That one goes for 24 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Brissett now. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. They stay on the ground with Drake. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 4th down.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. Sanders' kick is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. New York set to take the field.
Well, this ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But, yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home. They'll run it now out of the gun.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Here's Jordan Berry now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Last year, the Dolphins were the 2nd most penalized team in the NFL, nearly 9 a game, and now they've got 1st and 15.
Come on, let's go. What, 90?
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. A gain of 6 there on 1st. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Second down, Brissett. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Ohio! Ohio! Here we go! What, 90? What, 90?
A 1st down throw for Brissett. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Brissett now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
Out of the gun, Brissett. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here we go. White 90. White 90.
Now a handoff for Drake. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. A 2nd down throw for Brissett. Escaping, and the ball is knocked out. But I think a Dolphin was able to fall on it. Yes, they'll keep possession here.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And Davis has it over the middle. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. On 1st down, Drake. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. They'll run with Drake. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. They'll try to throw now. Brissett under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Brissett. Flush to his right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Flex round! Flex round!
Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. He'll be dropped at the 30. The shifty move couldn't free him. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They'll go again with Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and now look look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And that will write a finish to this ball game.